Hello everyone and welcome to the video where I, a naked bald man, will be your host. I'm joined once again by my friend, a degenerate furry.
Hey, what's up?
And we'll be playing Valheim. So, still a bald man, still in diurnal. I made a flat world, which isn't at all flat. I was hoping the seed might make it flat, but I don't think they have any special seeds in the game yet. And I also have Valheim, which is what I play separately with other people, because my particular friend in this series does not own the game yet, but when he does, we'll be playing together in Diurnal, most likely. Could show, yeah, could show you guys the Valheim world, which I like this seed personally, and I think it looks pretty good. But anyways, let's get started. Our mission today is probably build up some defenses and get some copper and tin to be able to make some bronze. That seems like the best bet, honestly.
Yeah, gotta go with the plan, man.
Just gotta... Oh, we were on the ceiling, on the roof last time.
Well, that's right.
Oof, let's get down. Let's see, what do I have in my inventory? Okay, what do I have in here? Reintroduce myself. Why am I opening the empty ones? You know what? I already started, I gotta finish. Opening and closing the empty ones.
You gotta have commitment.
You gotta. Alright, so. We have one big ol' iron vein right about there. Now, there are a couple of ways that you can deal with iron. One of them is to undermine it, so go directly underneath it and take out all the land underneath it. Yeah. That's a big ol' hassle. But it is also, from my understanding, the best way of dealing with iron.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Whenever someone says undermine, the first thing I think of is that Incredibles villain.
I know. I knew when you laughed. I knew when you laughed.
Apparently he was in some video game, and that's why I didn't have him in the sequel. Maybe I should play it. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to. I can't say...
Play it if I don't want to.
Yeah, only play it if you don't want to. Why not? That's a reasonable thing to do. How far down do you go, sir? Oof. So yes, ore veins are huge. And more often than not, you'll find that you're not going to be able to actually go down far enough to get an entire vein. There will be always more of it that goes further underground that you just will not get. You're not allowed, it's not happening.
Talking about veins and how they might be too much. I'm really struggling here, man. You know what I want to say.
I mean, there's a couple of ways that could go. Like, tell me which one you're looking at.
Oh, I'm just going for the good old-fashioned, that's what she said, man. Ugh.
Oh, okay. That was not the first one I was thinking of, but we'll leave it at that for now.
Hey, man, you know, sometimes I want to look at those veins, but there's too much of them. It happens, too.
Alright, let's continue to chop wood, I mean rocks. Okay, this will not go down any further. Let's get this. Oof. Just so long as we can get the outline of it done, I'm not really too worried. Because if we can get the outline done, then I can just start taking it from the top. And we don't have to undermine it. But yeah, we'll do this for a little bit. Well, oh god.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
Ugh.
Okay, after your third sneeze, that's it, man.
Well, that was the third sneeze, not after it.
Well, technically, you sneezed, and then it became after the third sneeze, but I understand.
And you call it that despite the fact that it is clearly gross.
Yes! Not to be that guy who talks about how much better things were back in the day, but steamed hams wasn't really a peak in the quality of memes.
Okay.
Just everyone making those remixes in all those different ways, that was some creativity, I tell you.
And how do you feel about creativity?
You know, I'm fundamentally opposed for religious reasons, but I gotta admire it when I see it.
Oof. Okay. I'm just gonna contribute nothing to the conversation by saying okay. Out of tool.
Now see, I do have opinions on that actually. Oof does contribute to the conversation by letting the other person know that you acknowledge that they've spoken and are listening. It's not good, it's not advancing it, but, you know, it's better than dead silence.
No, it's not a matter of whether it lets you into the conversation or not, it's a matter of it not contributing.
Well, it contributes that you, like, are sympathizing or whatever the fuck. Like, sometimes all you can say is oof.
I mean, that's still not contributing, but okay.
Well, you have to contribute your feelings. I mean, imagine if at the end, after when Sokka told Zuko that his girlfriend turned into the moon, he just sat there in dead silence and didn't even say, "That's rough, buddy." That's the difference. Oof is equivalent to saying, "That's rough, buddy," and that you are acknowledging that the other person said something and are attempting to communicate empathy.
But what if he said oof to Sokka?
Then it would go from a 10 out of 10 to an 11 out of 10.
That is rough, buddy. Look at this big hole.
That's what he said.
Oof. Let's see, more copper deposit. I wonder if I'm going to find any more copper deposit. Ah, yeah, more copper. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit you, copper. Because you're my pal. Ah, yes, looking a little bit through the world.
Just a little bit. You know how it is.
Don't know why you went up in pitch, but alright.
Sometimes, when you... Like, haven't you ever broken the literal fabric of reality? And your voice doesn't change a little bit? You know?
I think that's backwards of what you're actually trying to say, if I'm understanding right.
No, like, if something happened, and, like, I walk outside, and, like, there's the fucking blue screen of death is in the sky instead of the clouds or whatever, I'm gonna quaver in my voice a little bit.
Well, that's just another Tuesday.
Really, it's the fucking dev's fault for running this whole system on Windows.
You know, sometimes you just have to upgrade your shit. Clearly there is not enough RAM in the system that is running reality. Or maybe the graphics card is terrible. Explain Bigfoot.
I mean, man, I already have to pay an extra subscription fee for better graphics with my fucking glasses. So like, it's pay to win all the way down, man.
Okay. Glasses are indications that your player is not paying to win. So how does like people with lazy eyes come into your world?
Well, see, if you've ever played a tabletop RPG that's not D&D, which I have not, but I've heard stories, there are some games in which you can not just take the good skills, but you can also take detriments that give you more in another skill. So like, you could take like something that will make you blind, but you also get like extra stats for something else. So you end up with these min-max people who make like really shitty-ass disabled mute characters, but they have like super high stats in like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I come in on this. That's my theory. That was a long way around for all that.
So you believe people... So it's no longer a matter of it's pay to win to be able to see properly, it's a matter of... Oh, out of tool. It's a matter of just min-maxing your character.
Of course. Like, you see, you start the game, and you choose a trust fund baby, you're going to get a very different play experience than if you choose to start in, like, the Middle East, in the middle of a war zone or something.
But what if you choose a trust fund baby in the Middle East, in the middle of a war zone?
Well, then now you're just playing with portals.
I don't think that's really a response to what I said, but okay.
I was just trying to say something. That was the
You were just trying to say something. Why not just say oof if you have nothing to contribute to the conversation?
Well, because I was trying to say it positively, Oof implies negative. You are communicating things when you say oof.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, exactly.
The colloquial interpretation of oof is that something is bad, is what you're telling me.
Or sympathy,
Mm-hmm.
One of those things. It's usually on the negative side, if we're going to, truly linguistify the cultural context of oof.
Mm-hmm. If we're really working on that, okay. Oof. Oh, yeah. That tree is just right there. That tree would just like to come down here and say, hello.
Damn.
I was trying to do the Kangaroo Jack hello, but I think I just did an offensive way of saying hello. It was like mocking of Asians, I guess? Because of the R, the way I did the R. Well, it's okay, because the tree did not care for my attitude and killed me.
You're gonna have to come out with an apology video right quick. Oof.
Okay.
Now I'm aware.
You're aware of oof.
You know how it is? Like, when you suddenly notice that you're blinking, or that you're breathing manually, I say to all the people watching and listening.
Worst thing you can say to a person. So, like...
It's like the game.
I had this conversation with my aunt a couple of years back where we were talking about jogging, and she's like, I cannot jog for the life of me, because something that's really important for jogging, and by the way, her husband, my uncle, used to jog a lot. I don't think he does anymore. He's got more of a dad bod nowadays, but, it'd be like that sometimes. Actually, I don't know when he stopped jogging. I don't know if my cousins were born at the time or not. But she's talking about it and saying, yeah, I can't go jogging because you have to pay attention to how you breathe to be more effective, and I can't do that. Every time somebody, talks about me breathing, I just get super conscious of it, and that's basically what she was saying. To which my response was, hey, did you know you're breathing right now?
How did you take it?
She did not respond to me. She just, like, looked at me, and then that was the end of that part of the conversation.
Ooh.
Oof, you might say.
Exactly. It's such a multi-purpose word.
Yeah, screw it, I'll undermine. Okay, so who is your favorite character from The Incredibles?
Oh, Dash. Right away.
See, I thought you were gonna say Jack Jack. I don't know why, but I thought you would.
Nah, he only, like, really does anything at the end. Like, I have, like, a thing, actually. Like, not a big thing. Like, I'm not gonna, like, go on a rant about it, but, like, if a movie or a TV show tries to sell me a character as cute, I try not to buy into it. Like, I'm usually more likely to go in the opposite direction of, I don't want to like this character now.
So when you watch an anime and they're like, oh my god, that girl is so kawaii, you're just like, no, she's not.
Yes, unless I think she's hot, in which case I'm a hypocrite as all hell. But, you know, if
We're
they're
all
just going for pure cuteness, I will probably not like it very much.
So, you wouldn't watch Aura Emo then, is what you're telling me.
Hang on, is that My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute? Oh, god damn it.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I mean, probably not, but that's for other reasons.
So, I watched this show, and I never read the light novel or whatever the hell it is. I don't know where the show comes from. But, like, I watched this show. I didn't watch the sequel series that the guy did, which was, God, I don't remember what it's called. But I watched Aura Emo, and there wasn't really much by way of creepy content. There were a few times where it was like, this is just shameless fan service for the sake of having fan service, and it was kind of weird. But there wasn't much of that I remember. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong.
Okay, now see, that's the other thing. If you're gonna make a show about a guy who thinks his sister's really hot, then you don't go through with it at the end of it.
Okay, so he doesn't. So that's not what happens. He doesn't think she's particularly attractive. He thinks, oh, this is my sister. That's about the long and short of how he sees it. Now, their relationship develops to an extent, but never to an incestuous extent.
But see, like, that's the other thing. Like, then why is this show here? Why are you going middle of the road? That just seems so weird. It's like, you're not gonna please anyone now.
I mean, as far as plot goes, it had a fairly solid plot in that it was episodic, basically. Alright. So I want to preface this before I really go any deeper and say, it has been literally years since I watched this. I watched this maybe the season that it came out, or the season after. The anime season that it came out, or the anime season after. So, take what I say with a grain of salt. That being said, from what I remember, there wasn't really much by way of, like, straight-up incestuous fan service, which, thank God, there wasn't, because that would be a fucking problem. Did I not finish digging down here? I didn't.
Not to play into the degeneracy side of things, but, like, you know, Game of Thrones knows what it is. What is Oremo? What am I watching this show for?
You are supposed to feel tantalized or titillized by the character, which, to be fair, you really shouldn't, because she's like a middle schooler, but it's anime, so go fucking figure.
Anime.
But, well, then again, it is also a drawing, so, like, even if you do feel titillized by it, who cares?
Exactly.
Like, I can't say I really give two craps one way or the other when it comes to drawings like that. Like, if you're into it, you're into it. If not, that's cool too. I'm not going to judge you one way or the other. Are you human? I forgive you.
Unless your kink is being kink shamed, in which case we will do that for you for a fee.
Yes. Oh, so something that I've been thinking about recently. I've been having a conversation with some friends on a Discord server for a mobile game I play. And I was talking about kinks with them. And it occurred to me while we were talking about this that most of my kinks that I'm not going to mention ever come from literally just me having conversations with one friend in high school, and he's like, wow, I really dislike this one thing in whatever media I'm looking at. And I'll just be sitting there playing devil's advocate saying, well, yeah, you say that, but really, what about this? And then later on, I think back on our conversations I had with this friend, and think, I actually made a couple of good points. And then I start to develop a kink from that. So
I honestly
Huh?
I understand, man.
Good, because I don't think anyone else is going to understand that, because that was a terrible description that I gave. But, yeah, literally, it's just, I'm sitting there convincing myself of my own kink.
Back when I watched The Nostalgia Critic, there was this one episode that Doug did where he was like, for some reason, I don't even think he was reviewing Space Jam. He brought up Lola Bunny, and he just seemed fundamentally shocked at the concept that someone could be attracted to Lola Bunny. I was just like, man, I don't know. She's pretty hot.
Yes, but I literally introduce you as a degenerate furry, so maybe you're a bit biased.
Yeah, but that's my thing, man. This was back in the young days. The pre-forming era. This is the flashback episode, man.
I would feel like this is kind of your formative furry experience, but okay.
Exactly. You know.
So it's not pre-formative. This is literally, you might be a furry because Lola Bunny was in Space Jam.
But see, that's the other thing, is I have actually never seen Space Jam. I only know about Lola Bunny through osmosis.
How have you never seen Space Jam? That's crazy.
I was born in '99, baby.
Oh, that's crazy.
Exactly. Although, ironically, I did have all the Disney movies up to that point on VHS. So, you know, I have seen, like, The Great Mouse Detective, that mouse, or whatever the hell she is.
Did you see I never saw that one. I am aware of, I think the character's name is Gidget from The Rescuers?
She's from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which I've also never seen, but, you know, you have to know about Gadget Hackwrench, man.
Honestly, I don't really do the whole furry thing. It's not really...
Well, yeah, that's my shtick.
Like I said, I don't care if it's a drawing, like, suit yourself. It's all good, I don't judge. But, I don't see the appeal either. Like, very rarely will I see, anthropomorphized character and think, yeah, I can see how people would be attracted to that. Like, I watched the original Space Jam, and I didn't think anything of Lola Bunny.
Man. It's interesting to peer into the mind of the others.
But, like... I wanna stop you real quick and just throw out this piece of information. I don't find her physically attractive in any way, shape, or form. But her yanderer, her crazy attitude in the the new Looney Tunes cartoon a couple of years ago? Or a decade ago? I don't remember when it came out. I found that to be the best possible characterization. But apparently I just like crazy with him, so go figure.
It is a powerful add-on, you know. +5 to, you know, whatever stat you're using.
But like,
I don't know.
Like, a part of it is, I think the character is hilarious. Another part of it is, with that particular iteration of Lola, the voice actress sounds like she's having a shit ton of fun, and when the actors in question actually sound like they're having fun, I'm more likely to like the character. Because you can just feel the enjoyment of it.
Yeah. You have to have a whole package, man. Like, if they're phoning it in, like, who cares?
Yeah.